You may be closer than you think to your dreams. Welcome back to Elevate. Today, I'm giving you the secret cheat code to the life that you are chasing, the life that we all want deep down inside, but somehow the world has kind of led us to believe that average is the new normal. That's not true. We want joy and peace and purpose and abundance. And hear me out. You don't have to believe everything I believe for this formula to work. You don't have to pray like me, think like me, or walk the same path. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm not here to change you. I am just here to serve you with a blueprint, a treasure map that I know is going to unleash your dreams and your life. You will wake up with a fire in your soul. You will wake up every morning excited to get out of bed. And whether you fully believe in it or yet, you feel it. I'm going to tell you, steal God's truth. Yes, use his principles because they work, because they're based on the way you were wired. All right, let's unleash your dreams using a brand new blueprint. Self-help is getting thrown out and we're using God help. You know, across every Instagram viral video and self-help book is the same heartbeat underneath. I want to find my purpose. I want to believe in myself. I want to stop feeling anxious all the time. I want deeper relationships. I want to succeed, but I don't want to lose myself in doing so. Sound familiar? Gosh, it's the self-help craze. You're not crazy and you're not broken. You're just human, and we're all chasing real needs. We've just been handed a broken map that does not lead to the treasure. You know, imagine you're in the middle of a desert. You're exhausted and you're digging and you're searching for water and you're using every ounce of strength that you have. But the problem isn't you. You're never going to get to water because the water isn't on the map. If the map is wrong, no matter how hard you work or look, you will never find water. In life, you'll never find what you're looking for if you're using the world map. And that's what the world is doing. It's promising peace through hustle, confidence through applause. It promises purpose through fame. It promises success through grinding and striving, but none of that truly satisfies. All right, so what am I really craving then? Well, abundance, absolutely. But clarity, not just what should I do, but who am I? What was I called to do? Confidence, I know you want confidence, but not just that fake hype, but the one rooted in worth. We want peace, not just temporary calm, but lasting trust. And we want connection, not just more friends, but deeper, richer relationships. And abundance, absolutely. Not just money though, but a life that feels fully alive. And here's the wild part. You're closer than you think. Self-help world is 95% there, but the piece they're missing is the piece that keeps us stuck. The real blueprint to all of this is not complicated, it's not mystical, and it's not reserved for perfect people. It's rooted in truth that's just been sitting there in plain sight for thousands of years. It's about becoming the kind of person that God, yes, God, already promises to bless. Let me break it down really simply. When you trust instead of hustling, you find peace. And when you root your worth in something unshakable instead of high-fiving yourself in a mirror, you find confidence. And when you flow instead of force, you find success. It's all attracted to you. And when you live pure-hearted, you attract the right people and the opportunities. When you seek real purpose, you find clarity. The world screams at you to build yourself, but God whispers, just for you to become yourself, and then it tracks everything to you. There's a huge difference. I know what some of you might be thinking. Maybe you think you'll have to live differently, like you'll have to give up things. Won't I have to shrink back to live a godly life? Won't I have to settle for less? Oh my gosh, let me be real with you. No, absolutely not. You're not called to live smaller. You're called to live fuller, more abundant lives. Look around at people like the billionaire founder of Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. He didn't become less successful God's way. He became more generous, more blessed, and more impactful. And blessing flows to him. And that flow only makes room for more. You don't have to, I don't know, live in a monastery or become a nun to start using God's blueprint. You don't have to give up your dreams, just the opposite. God gives you a dream. He wants you to launch it. You don't lose your fire. You gain excitement You just have to be willing to build it a little bit differently on a foundation that can actually hold it. So I'm going to be bold about this. If you want peace, start trusting the right source. You want clarity, start asking bigger questions about purpose, not just promotions. You want confidence, you have to root your identity in love. You just have to be drawn to the light, and those things will be attracted to you. And if that feels scary, good, because it means you're standing on the edge of something better. This is your Elevate challenge for the week. Maybe grab a piece of paper and write down 3 things that you're chasing right now. Maybe they're dreams. And then ask yourself, am I building these on the world's map or on truth? If you're willing, just be curious. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start questioning the map that you're using. Do what you've always done and you'll get the results that you've always gotten. Maybe you just need a new map. And if nothing else, keep showing up here, because every week I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit more truth, a little bit more hope, and a little bit more of God's blueprint until one day you wake up and you're living life fully launched. And hey, this podcast is called Elevate, but I have a course called Elevate where we actually launch the life of your dreams. Just go over to launchyourrocket.com. I'd love to launch your life with you. Over on my website, there's a free Bible 101 course. So simple. What is the Bible? Why would I want to shift? Why do I want to use these principles? Well, you want to live abundantly and you want to live your purpose-driven life of your dreams? Well, he holds the key. And then, of course, Elevate. It's a 6-module course where we take your dreams down from the cloud and we discover your why and we get your fire back. We find your niche, we set your goals, and we launch your life. Maybe you'll join me over there. But if nothing else, just join me here every week on YouTube. Stay with me because I'm telling you, use this blueprint and you will launch your life. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm so glad you're here.